there. I want to share a situation I encountered not too long ago. It's one of those things I'd heard about happening, but I hadn't actually experienced it. So bottom line is, it's about fraud, which is super scary. And it could have been really bad if we hadn't been paying attention. Or, if my clients weren't working with such a great agent, to say so myself. As we all know, scams are everywhere. Phone calls, text, emails, and letters. I want to share an experience that I had a few months ago. I was working with a couple who was looking for land, and hooray, they found one, and understandably they had a few questions. So I reached out to the listing agent, and she said she would get with our client, the seller, get those answers for me. So this is where it got interesting. So she calls me back, and she said that her seller would not speak to her on the phone. He only wanted to email or text, and this is a huge red flag. Especially if there's not a reason for it, we're traveling, this kind of thing. So the agent then went on to the county website and found additional contact information for the seller of record. Easy to do. So the gentleman that she spoke to was quite confused and said that he was absolutely not selling that piece of land. So what ended up happening was that someone looked up vacant properties and then found that one, used the information online to impersonate the owner, and approached the real estate brokerage. Of course, he gave them his email and his phone number. So this brokerage, once they realized this, they canceled the listing, and my clients and I carry on with our search. So fast forward a month, the same property was listed by a different brokerage at a much lower price. For me, that right there was a red flag. So I contacted this new listing agent, and I asked if she was aware that someone had recently tried to sell this property fraudulently. She said that she didn't know it had been fraudulent, but she did notice that it had been listed previously and canceled. So I filled her in, told her the story. Ends up, she just so happens to live on the same street as the owner of record. So she just went down there, knocked on his door, spoke with him personally. And he was a bit flustered that yet again, someone was trying to sell his property. So this is one of those situations. This could have been very bad for everyone involved. Everybody, of course, except for the scammer. Well, what can you do? What can you do to protect yourself against this? Well, we're fortunate here in Rockwall County, you can sign up for a property fraud alert. So Rockwall County does this, so does Dallas County, Collin County. A lot of the surrounding counties have it. It's a service that the county pays for, so it's available to homeowners at no charge. You can go on their website and you can find out if your county participates in this program. So you go to the website, you sign up, it's very easy to do, and then they will let you know if there's been any activity on the property deed that's been recorded at the county clerk's office. They'll send you an email. So, and I actually personally know that this works because while we were doing our estate planning, we filed a transferable on death notice for our primary residence. Easy to do. So we got an email that let us know there had been activity on our deed once that deed had gone to be recorded at the county clerk's office. And the email said, if you know about this, great, leave it alone, no action. But if not, you need to follow up. And then they gave you the info as like what to do next. So if you didn't know about that, if that wasn't you, they let you know. So it was all the things. It was free. It was easy to set up, easy to manage. I highly recommend that every homeowner have one for all their properties, including your land and investment properties. This is easy to set up. It's simple to do. This is the flyer that I got from the county clerk's office. Again, they were super helpful with any questions that I had. But this is a really easy way to help protect yourself from those guys out there that are just not being very honest. So I hope this helps you and you have a great day. Thanks.